Vice President Kamala Harris, in a CNN interview last week, said this: "I'm unequivocal and unwavering in my commitment to Israel's defense and its ability to defend itself. Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters. Far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed, and we have got to get a deal done." A, what do you make of her response there? And B, do you think she needs to speak out against these protesters?
Well, I think that Kamala Harris is doing her best job of speaking out of both sides of her mouth. It's what she's done for her career, and especially when it comes to Israel. Not only should she be calling out these protesters at educational institutions, but in cities throughout the country, she should also call out the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, who's the highest-ranking Jewish elected official in the country, who undermined the state of Israel and undermined Bibi Netanyahu right on the floor of the Senate. I mean, I think we've had this conversation where I would compare that speech to a foreign leader getting on the floor of their government the day on September 12th, 2001, and saying that the United States of America should remove President Bush as president. Absolutely ridiculous. They are trying to pander to the far left and the Democrats in their party, places like Michigan and Minnesota, because they're afraid that they won't be able to win this election without the support of these extremists.
You and I talked last spring about the president of Colombia, Shafiq. You called for her resignation back then. She did resign a few weeks ago. There's an interim president now at the university. Do you think there's going to be change? Because there was this change in leadership. Do you think there's going to be tangible, visible change?
Well, we haven't seen it yet. You know, I obviously met with the president of Colombia, myself and Speaker Johnson, and we called for her immediate removal or resignation. It took a little while, but she did leave. I don't see any real tangible changes yet. I have spoken to many of my law enforcement friends and family who are working around the Columbia University area. And I will tell you that Columbia is not being very welcoming or very accepting of law enforcement in the city of New York. So it doesn't seem like the change has been made in the right direction. I guess we will wait to see as these protesters continue. We will see how the interim president handles.